Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend. Welcome to the fourth installment of Longbox Tetris. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different than the previous versions of Longbox Tetris, whereas, it's not going to be you guys that, email the messages to me or private message them or whatever. This is something that I actually have set up through my website, and those of you that go to my website, you may be familiar with this, as a lot of you have left messages. What you do is you go to my website on the front page, theawesomearchfiend.com. You scroll down, and I even have a little link here. You can either go to this link, or you can just go there by navigating through my message board and fan forum, which is up there. And what you do is you go to this thread, click it, takes you over to the thread, and what we have here is a page set up here where you guys ask me questions for Longbox Tetris. So it's that simple, and I'll put the link over in the video description, which is over there or diagonally down there. So yeah, anyways, people, it's self-explanatory. You know how this goes, so let's get to it here. And the first question we have is, what is the Archfiend's best friend? Okay, didn't say who is the Archfiend's best friend, said what is the Archfiend's best friend. Well, Archfiend's best friend is something that has a person's name, though it isn't an actual person. And it's something called Mr. Daniels. You might know him by his first name, Jack. Anyways, Shane Dawson or Smosh. How dare you? How dare you make me say that name that I'm not going to repeat again, Smosh. What is my favorite video game franchise? Oh, man. Let's see, that's a tough one. It's kind of cliche just to say the original NES, but I grew up as a Genesis kid, and I grew up with the Sega Master System. I was a little more biased to Sega when I was growing up, and Genesis gave me more entertainment, but I'd still say the NES ranked up against it. Still had some better games, but anyways, yeah, I don't even know what I just answered there, people. That I'll just go on to the next question. Where did you get that necklace? The necklace I wear in my videos, and I hope you guys can read these questions. Let me zoom in a touch. There we go. That's better, guys. I got this necklace at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. I have nothing witty or clever to add to this. Next question. If you were about to beat up someone, could I stand behind them with a metal baseball bat looking awesome? And that, of course, is the immortal Mario Kev, as you can tell by his dildo logo. That is the mark of excellence for Mario Kev. I don't know how that makes it excellent, but yes, Mario Kev, you can totally stand behind them with a metal baseball bat, and then when someone motions towards you, you can run away screaming like a little girl, ah, don't hit me, and swinging the bat, throwing the bat to the side. Anyways, yeah. Okay, next question. Would I rather get in a fight with the Hulk or with Chuck Norris? I can't answer that question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I don't know. It depends on how long the cliche is. Excuse me. I'm choking on my own air here. Where is spam the best to be? I don't even understand that. The Archfiend site or Shane's site? Oh, well, I guess it shouldn't be on my site, though. This question is probably going to incite spam just for me reading it here. So anyways, who is my favorite superhero? My favorite superhero is probably Superman, because he can fly and he has heat vision and he can see through women's clothing. So, I mean, you can't get much better than that. If I had to kill one of your fans, who would you kill? You see, I wouldn't kill anyone. That's not nice. And that's Ekmek that left that answer. As you can tell by the retarded link logo, that's Ekmek's symbol of excellence. If I had to kill my fans, which one would I kill? Yeah, that's not very nice. That's not very nice. It would be Mario Kev. Next question. I'm shaving my vagina and wondering what design I should make. You should make a big C for Carlton. That's what you should make. That's not a question. That's a statement. Very good, Harry, and that is a statement. And by the way, Harry is the guy that makes all the fantastic artwork for me. Like the little picture you had to click on to get to here, Harry made that, and he made a whole bunch of other artwork. By the way, check out my fan art section. I have a whole folder set aside just to the artwork that Harry makes. He's the shit. And he's not even from America. English isn't his native language, and he still speaks better English than 99% of the people that I know here. Next question. Which douchebag do I hate the most? Oh boy. I should have thought this one over. I would say Venom Fang's up there. Just because I just think he's a combination of, as I said in my definition of douchebag video, he's a combination of an asshole douchebag, which is like, that's like a level 5 asshole douchebag. So yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'll go into levels in a later video. Anyways, what was the best video game you have ever played? And I totally read that wrong. I was looking at something else. It says, what is the first video game that you ever played? Yeah. First ever video game I played is actually the original Pong. My parents had one of the original Pong units with the little control. It was like a console that was like bigger than the screen here. And it had 2 little knobs that you turn on both sides, for the left side and the right side for the 2 people that are playing. Had the little flip up buttons, kind of like the original Ataris. So yeah, I played one of the first ever home console games as my first game. And this is an excellent question. This is an excellent question posed to, oh, I don't know who wrote that question, but anyways. It says, why are you so fat, Archfiend? And also this person noted in their signature there that they beat IGSRJ Mario Kart. So that guy's pretty cool. I'm very fat because I don't do enough crunches, and I really should watch my carbs a bit better than I do, and I don't run as much anymore. The most I'll put in is 8 miles at a time, whereas, like, go back a couple years ago, I'd be doing like 12 to 15 every time I go out jogging. So yeah, I tend to pack on a little bit of pounds. So okay, what is and when is your next archive? It is right here, right now. Rodri Superstud 69. You need tips on how to 69? Ask Rodri. He's the man. Will name I will not mention ever make the list of douchebags? No, he won't. Kind of because he's kind of an asshole. But then again, so is Venom Fang. But yeah, I kind of just caught myself in a flip-flop there. But anyways, why do you not make WWE related videos? Probably because I'm nowhere near as much of a fan as I used to be, and the product is just really lame compared to what it used to be a few years ago. And yeah, it's just yeah, it is what it is. Deal with it. Okay, what are my political views? To be specific, if you went on www.politicalcompass.org/test and took the test, what results would you end up with? Funny you should mention that, DW, because I went on that site and I took that test. And as you can see, I ended up being a little bit left libertarian. I think I'm a bit more conservative than this test led out to be, but I am definitely more liberal in my views. But anyways, if anyone knows how these tests work, this is how I, came out with. So yeah. Anyways, you'll probably understand it if you took this test yourself. So yeah. Anyways, I'm a liberal hippie, in other words. Anyways, what do you think the worst movie trailer ever? The Gooby trailer. I thought it was actually pretty funny. If you guys haven't looked it up, Brandon Hardesty did a review of the Gooby trailer, and Gooby is some ridiculous cartoonish little character voiced by the guy that did the voice of Hagrid from Harry Potter. And yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny the way that Brandon reviewed the movie, and look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. What is Harry's best fan art? Very good question, Lightning Viper. I don't know if I would say like his best is my favorite. I think those are two different things. So I think his best is probably the Uncle Sam one. The command you to not be a douchebag, but that's not my favorite. I would say my favorite. I like that douchebag one with that's mocking the Pokemon, and I also like the douchebag one that's on the background of my channel right now, which is from that whatever cartoon from Cartoon Network or whatever the hell channel it's from. I don't even know what cartoon it's from, to tell you the truth. All I know is it's from a cartoon. It's the guy pointing and yelling. Anyways, and then he superimposed my head on it, and it was pretty cool. Do you miss old Thean? Yes, we all miss old Thean. New Thean sucks, and he's continued to suck. And The only people that will get that are the people that post on my website or come to my chat room. Anyways, did the ASPCA hack your YouTube channel? No, they didn't. I made my channel a couple weeks ago, and I left it like this for about, I'd say about 10 days or so. I like featured an ASPCA video and made the ASPCA background and channel banner, and I put links to their website and if anyone wanted to donate money to help out their cause. And I still have links on my YouTube channel if anyone's curious or you want to give to a worthwhile charity. That's one of the few charities in this world that I actually support financially and just through word of mouth and through my resources here at YouTube. So I have links on my YouTube channel. You'll see them if you look around. Even there's a little picture. I think it's still a little picture of the little dog that I said, Michael Vick killed me, never forget. But anyways, yeah, ASPCA, good cause, good people, and yeah, save the puppies. Yeah, the female variety and the little household pet variety. Anyway, what is, in your opinion, the best movie ever, and what is, to you as a person, your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time is The Breakfast Club, hands down. So many good memories from that movie. Watched it 1,000 times with my brother and friends and everyone else I was growing up with. I know the dialogue like the back of my hand. My opinion of one of the best movie ever. I don't know if I have an exact best movie ever. I would say Schindler's List is up there. That's a phenomenal movie. God, I love the courtroom dramas, and you got to go old school for that. And I love 12 Angry Men. It's hands down probably Henry Fonda's best film ever, and To Kill a Mockingbird. I really can't say I put, and ironically enough, they're all black and white, even though one was made in the modern times. I really can't put one over the other. Yeah, all three very good movies. Watch all three of them in one night. It'll rock your world. Trust me. What are my thoughts on Pruane 2 Forever? I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of his videos, and I don't get it, and it's a shame because I think people just kind of watch him to make fun of him, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So, yeah. But he's making money off you jerk-offs that are picking on him, so he's laughing his ass to the bank. Do you think the Nostalgia Critics videos are starting to get unfunny? Not so much that they're getting unfunny. I think that he's starting to tackle topics that... and specific series of videos or movies or cartoons that I myself never really followed, since the bulk of the majority of the popular ones have already been ranted upon. So now he's got to kind of go with more obscure stuff, so that can tend to get just a little unpopular with everyone. But he's rebounded nicely. He's had a few hit and misses lately, but some of his latest videos have been just as on par as some of his older stuff, so he's fine. He's doing all right. How much money do you make every time someone clicks on one of your vids? How much do you earn for one click? I don't know. I don't know, and there is no real mathematical formula that can figure it out or anything like that. All I can tell you is different ads give you different revenue depending on when they're displayed, if they're clicked, how many times your videos are watched. There's really no formulaic way, and I would be beating a dead horse and talking in circles here if I try to explain. Why do you keep losing your car keys? That's funny because I don't rarely use my car keys. I always put them in some place where I know they're at. And will you shag me on the beach already? Just tell me where the beach is and I'll meet you there. Have I seen Jackie Chan's spoof of Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo? No, I didn't even know it existed, actually. Will you call 702-696-9696 during your next Longbox Tetris? No, I won't, and I hope that's not someone's personal phone number because now it's on the internet. Anyways. As your positive and negative fan bases continue to expand, which group of fanboys would you say are the worst? The DB2 fanboys, the Safan fanboys, who we do not mention here fanboys, or the group that I can't remember, or another group that I can't remember. I would say which were the worst. I don't know. I mean, I consider worst as if I'm getting negative feedback, then I'm doing my job, because I'm not expecting to, when I make videos about these people to say, like, yeah, all his fans are just going to fall in line and agree with me. Hell no. The more they disagree with me and the more that they come over and tell me they're pissed off with what I said, then I'm like, damn, my message got across loud and clear. Crystal clear. As Tom Cruise would say in the movie A Few Good Men. Yeah. So whose are the worst? Probably DB2's. The one who we don't mention here, his fanboys are minimal to none. The Safan fanboys are now just like in a corner cutting themselves due to what happened with his channel. And DB2, by the way, these are all code names for the people that you're seeing on the screen here, because we don't even give these people the time of day by even mentioning their names anymore. So we're just going to go on to the next question. So, how about a nice shag on the beach? I told you, name the beach, name the time, and I'll be there. Am I awesome? I am. Well, you kind of did a question and a statement there, so I'm kind of in a quandary as to what I should say there. So I'll just say, yeah, you're awesome. Congratulations. Game over. When is the next Longbox Tetris coming out? Rodri already asked that, and it is one of your favorite Archfiend series of videos. It's coming out tonight. You got that, Patrick? You hear me? You hear me? With your little MySpace picture pointing in the mirror, photo capture for your little icon thingamabobber here. It's coming out tonight, Patrick. What toilet paper do you wiper your ass with? The white kind. The white kind that comes in a roll, and you kind of ball it up and, you know, shove it up your ass crack and wipe out all the goodness with it. That's pretty graphic. I apologize. I apologize. Do you enjoy videos of the YouTuber called Ray William Johnson? He's awesome. No, people keep telling me about him, but I don't know who he is. I've never checked him out. So I can't enjoy or not enjoy someone who I don't know. Is Geb sexy or really sexy? If that is Geb, he looks like a Juggernaut ripoff, and that's not very sexy, but I don't know. I guess I shouldn't discriminate. And final question here. What did I think of the new Punch-Out? I thought it was ridiculously easy and somewhat of a disgrace to the original Punch-Out. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. The fact that, like, I could pick up the old Punch-Out today and still be challenged, I think that's just speaks volumes for how good of a game that is. The fact that I picked up the new Punch-Out and destroyed it within, like, I think, like, the first time I played it, I got knocked down literally 2 times. Like, that was it. Like I mean, come on. You can't have a new generation game like that you can just dominate right out the box like that. There should be some sort of skill or learning curve. And excuse me. And yeah, I guess that concludes this week's Longbox Tetris. Even though it's not a weekly thing, I just said this week's. But anyways, so yeah, people, if you want to be a part of this grand extravaganza, you too can submit questions. Like I said, it's on my little homepage here, and I'll back up the camera. It's theawesomearchfiend.com, and you know, right on the homepage, there's links in the video description for this as well. You just click on, you know, the picture that Harry created, and whatever you do, don't click on this picture of YT Watchdog. That takes you to bad places. Don't do it. I know you guys are going to do it, but don't do it. Click this picture instead. So anyways, yeah, and it's free, of course. My website is totally free, 100% free. You can make an account here for free, and don't worry, I'm not going to sell your email address or anything. You can just use a fake one, in all honesty. I don't care. But anyways, people, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Longbox Tetris, and yeah, keep those questions coming in, and you guys did great on the first round here. I'm really glad with how this went. So, yeah, everyone, take care. Have a great night, and I'm not going to be here for the next few days because I'm going to be out and about, and I'll be at Cedar Point, and like I said, I'll give you a video when I get back on Monday, guys. So I'm probably going to upload a few more videos here tonight to hold you guys over. So, yeah, take care, and, of course, brush your hair. The hair on your head. Bye.